Hello and welcome to Breathing Design. So in the previous video, we basically saw how to model all of these elements by using the command model in place. So in this video, we'll be learning how to render an interior scene. So basically, all of these components, I have downloaded it from an outer source and I've just placed them. You can place your own components as you like. And then once you're done, okay, yeah. So once you're done, just go to one of your 3D views, whichever you want to render, the final render, and go to view. And under that, you have two options. One is render, and this is the rendering takes place here in this window of Revit. Uh, and the other option is render in cloud. In this option, the rendering happens in the cloud if you've created an account and so the rendering happens over there. You just have to put in all of your settings by using this options, put in whatever settings are required, and then if you just click on render cloud, it'll take you to your cloud. So we're not going to go to that. We'll just use this simple render option. This is way better in my opinion. So just click on this, and the first thing is you have this region box. If you check it, you have this little red line. So this is basically the extent of your render. So you can either set it to the view like this, or you can keep it as it is. So that is uh, not that big of a difference. So you can either check it or uncheck it. So yeah. And then the next thing is the quality. So here we have draft, medium, high, best, custom, and edit. So custom is I don't think it is very specific in its function. So let's just not go to this option. So if you're looking for a really good quality, I suggest you go for best or high. They're pretty much the same. When you pick the best option, it takes way longer time. So I suggest just go for the high option. I think the renders are pretty good as well. Um, yeah. So for now, I'm just gonna pick draft because I just want to, uh, uh, quickly go through, all the options and see what works best for me. So I'm just gonna pick draft, and here you have two options. One is screen and one is printer. If you click on the screen option, it just takes the size of this image right here. So let's pick printer, and here you have different settings as well. So just go for the highest option, that is 600 dpi. All right, so that gives you a way larger image. So I think 51 MB is pretty okay. So go ahead with that one. And here comes the lighting part. So here is where the major difference can be seen. So for example, if you pick exterior sun only, let me just show you what it looks like. So just press, okay, let me pick the lowest option here so that it does not take a lot of time. Press on render. All right, so as you can see, this is what it looks like. As you can see, there's a very little lighting over here and there's barely any lighting anywhere else. That's because if you look at it in the 3D view, uh, we haven't done the sun settings properly. So in order for us to do that, what I suggest is go to this, go to sun path, go to sun settings. Okay, and here what you can do is you can um, pick different options, like this. So I'll show you what difference that does that make. See, once you change that, you can change that over here as well, or you can go over there and do it. It's one and the same. So as you can see, there is this shadow because I've chosen a very low quality on output settings. You cannot quite see it properly, but that is what it pretty much looks like. If you increase the brightness, yes, you can see this. This is the sun lighting that is falling. So similarly, what you can do is you can just go here and look at different options. All right, so this is like way better. So we have this sun rays coming in through the window, and it looks more realistic this way. And one more thing is there are way too many options over here. You can just go to this sun top right, top left. If you know, wait, let me just show that to you. If you go to 3D view and if you press on sun path on, so this will show you the positioning of the sun. So that way you can just position the sun as you like, and you'll get an idea as to where the rays will come in and all of those things. um, so that way you can just go to sun settings and do this now. Yeah, let's just keep it to this. Let's see what it looks like once you render it. Yeah, so all right, so this is what it looks like. I think it looks we have all the shadows coming in and all of that, so this looks good for now. And then other than that is we have the background here. Since it's a interior image, it does not make that much of a difference. So you can basically pick anything. If you're doing a 3D exterior scene, then we need to pick a background, like we need to pick an HDRI image or something like that. Since it's an interior image where there is no question of the background image, so let's just go with sky, no clouds. It makes no difference. And here we have this adjust exposure option. So this you can only adjust once the rendering is completed. So once the rendering is completed, just you can see the image right here. So after that you can go ahead with this, and you can adjust the exposure value. You can um, do the highlights and the shadows. Yeah, so I'm good with this. So yes, and so this is basically exterior sun only. So let me show you what interior sun only looks like when we pick this option. Okay, as you can see, the uh, brightness has come down a little bit, and the shadows are a little bit different over here. So this is what it looks like, and there are other options if you want. If you've used artificial lighting, so you can go with interior sun and artificial. So that way all your artificial, like this light over here as you can see, and this light over here as you can see, it just lights up. So if you have any interior lightings and you want to show it, you have to go ahead with this option. So if you're doing an interior render setting, so I suggest you go, and you have lightings and all of that, so I suggest you go with interior sun and artificial. If you just go for artificial only, the sun setting just goes off and you just have these lights coming in. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. If I've If I just add, in my model, if I add some of the ceiling lights and all of that, then it'll look perfect for the night rendering, only for the lights. Now, since I've not added any ceiling lights or anything like that, it just looks a little bit dark. And yeah, so that's why I'm just gonna go ahead with interior, sun, and artificial because I need all the lights and shadows coming in. All right. So it looks, this is what it looks like. Obviously, as you can see, the quality is really, really bad here. So you can go to here, quality, press on either high or best. I'm gonna go ahead with high. And then here, you have to go and pick 600 dpi. And once you click on render, the rendering will start. And yeah, it might take some time depending on what your render settings are, but this is a basic idea of how to render in Revit. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me just show you what the final output looks like. All right. So this is what my final output looked like once the rendering finished. And as you can see, there is a bit of noise in the whole image. This is because I chose the medium quality option since I didn't have a lot of time. As you can see, there is, the rendering is not done properly in this particular area, and everything else looks okay. But you still have this noise. It won't come if you increase the quality to high or best. You won't get to see this, but then again, it takes a lot of time. So it depends on what quality you want. So this is medium and 600 dpi. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you like it, and please, if you have any doubts or queries, let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much.